are struggling to collect the video testimonial from their customers. So we guys have created the tool. Same as like now, we are going to find out one problem and professionally how we need to approach the problem. So that's what this session is all about. Okay, even we are going to build something today, but the focus which is not going to be given more towards the application, the focus which is going to be given towards how we are creating that application. Okay, because nowadays, after this AI came and those things, every people can able to write the code and etc. But other than that, how you are really making something which is very reliable and scalable and really convincing, and even which is helping the people to make money, there are a lot of other parameters which is going to make you a real web developer. Even though one thing, nowadays people are really screening the landing pages. For an example, you just imagine you have created one app, or you have created some page or a landing page or website page or anything. Nowadays people or companies are screening the audience's views. Okay, for an example, where the people are currently in. For an example, you just see if it is a pantechsolutions.net, as a company we can able to see like where you are coming. When the people are visiting this Pantech Solutions, did this 3 scroll, or did they have clicked that certain button, like get started button, or did they click this project page, and did they have clicked the computer vision brain computer interface course or projects or anything. So everything which is going to be tracked. And some of the thing which has been called as website heat map. Okay, what does it mean by website heat map is, with the help of that, you can able to find out where people are really engaging a lot. You just see, this is one article. In this article, lot of people cursor landed in this part of the page. Okay, you just imagine this. So as a company, if you can able to find this out, that people are really landing their mouse cursor in this place, so look out that it is very hotter. So that is the place where you can put up any button there. Okay, guys, is it amazing? And some people might know about this, but most of the people don't know about this. So do you really love this? So look out that whenever people are landing this type of Amazon, look out to see there are all the people are really clicking this area, because I think there might be a review button, or there might be, the people are really seeing the images. Okay, this is what the heat map. So as a web developer, we need to equip on into this level as well. So where the people are landing, so based on that, you need to keep a certain button in the hottest area. So if this is the website, so here, this is the where a lot of people are clicking, and this is the where place a lot of people are clicking, and this is the place where a lot of people are clicking. So if it is more hotter, so on those kind of hot places, we will be keeping some buttons as a call to an action. So whenever people are clicking that call to an action, it might be to get the leads, to get the customer information, or to have a payment link or something. So based on the heat maps, we need to make it. Okay, even but with the help of this heat map, you can able to see people are who only visited up to this point majority of the time. So what you should do, you should drop some amazing content or interactive thing in this place, so that it will push the people to engage more further to a website. Okay, guys, isn't it amazing? Yes, these are all the things which companies are doing. So as a web developer, you also need to have these knowledge about it. So you will be analyzing the website. Actually, you will be designing the website. Even though you have completed your designing process, especially if you are doing a freelancing and all, you need to use this kind of heat maps to find out in which region people are engaging a lot. So on that place, you can put up some button there, or you can make them to do some actions. That is all can be done. So that is why we really wanted to equip ourselves on every aspect of creating an app. So on that aspects, today's session, we are going to create one app. That app is just dummy. Okay, the same concept. You have already learned a lot of things. You have learned login page. You have learned how to use a registration page. You have learned how to update these data into a database called MongoDB. And you have learned to create a pop-up in our personal website creation. And you have learned to do a dynamic content adding part, like whenever you are entering some information, some content is going to be added. And also you have learned to create a forms, like a name button or something, that the form fields and those things you have already learned. Same thing, and even you have learned to add an image into it. So everything you have already learned. Same thing we are going to use in this project. So today's session is not, don't give more importance on the application which I have created. Instead, try to ask your friends or neighbors and get some idea, or sorry, get some problem statement, and based on that problem statement, create your own application. So this project with this session, which is going to be more on hands-on a bit. So whenever you are really submitting this task in the community, please post down what is your idea and what is the error you are facing, so that I'm open to help you. So please do it, okay? Because if you are created your own application, that is going to give you a very good confidence. You are solving a certain problem, and don't create the same app which I've created. Instead, take one problem statement and create it. For an example, I would like to give you one idea. You just imagine, it is actually available in other countries, not much in India, I think so, in my knowledge basis. But what do you guys do is, just think, there are a lot of cooking channels, okay, cooking YouTube channels. What if you are creating a recipe app for that YouTube channel? Because even when I consulted with my friends, and even if you are asking to me, when I'm cooking, I used to follow some specific channels. I won't jump from one channel to another, because I love, whenever you are talking about the cooking, I really love a special similar taste of a certain cooking channel. So I will follow, and sometimes I used to cook. So whenever we are doing that type of thing, so what the problem which I faced is, always we need to check out what they have did and what's the video. And if you can remember, that's okay. But other than that, you need to watch those videos again. What are the ingredients, and what is the recipe? What is the procedure? So likewise, you need to watch the whole video again and again. What if they have created their own web applications? Okay, so like any channels. Okay, so if you are talking about any YouTube cooking, I think village cooking channels, which is very popular even in other countries. If you are really checking out, they'll be having all the recipes. So what if they have created one website to add their recipes? The recipes in the sense, the recipe image, and the title, and the ingredients required, and the procedures, and cooking duration, and what are all the things that we needed, like oven or something, whatever. So that kind of thing, if you have really created as a site, you just imagine if they have had around 2000 plus video, there will be 2000 plus recipes will be there. What if they are making that site as a subscription model in the sense, just 99 rupees, you will get a recipe of all the dishes which they are providing. You just imagine, okay, if you have got 1000 orders, which is going to be 1000, 10,000, which is going to be 1 lakh. So 1000 of 99 rupees, definitely it is possible. So as a digital marketer, as a monetizer, you need to think in every aspects of that creating an application. You just imagine if you are incorporated the payment gateway into it. If you have got 1000 order, which is going to be 1000, which is 10,000, and 1 lakh, which is going to be additional source of income. So definitely out of 2 million, 5 million, yes, Village Cooking Channel, I think they used to have more million reviews. Out of that million reviews, 1000 and all, very small percentage. You just think about 10,000 people have subscribed that website. So definitely it is going to be 10 lakh in their hand. Do you really love this idea? This is what the problem statement, guys. So even you can ask to any of the people, if there is any dental clinic, if they have filled up this form, so this kind of thing need to be done, whatever. Okay, based on the problem statement, try to analyze, try to even think the whole day on that. In this specific day, don't do any hands-on. In this days, think about all the problem statement as to ChatGPT, but ChatGPT won't be good. Okay, for a real life problem, ChatGPT is not good. I've even tested, but that it's not that much good. So that's why collaborate with friends or parents or anyone. Try to come up with some certain idea, and that idea I'm going to show you how to execute as a final output. That's what this today's session is all about. Okay, I hope you have got it, guys. So now, first of all, whenever in these aspects, first of all, we need to conceptualize for the web application idea. Okay, develop a clear idea of what the web application will do, its target audience, and its unique selling points. What does it mean? As I've already told you, whenever you are creating an application, you should know what all the features it should have, and also to whom you are selling or to whom this application is for. If it is related to kids, the application should be designed based on the theme of kids. Okay, if it has been designed for professional companies or something, should be designed professionally for the companies kind of thing. If it is for cooking, the theme, everything which should follow the cooking themes and those things. So that's what you should have a clear idea what the application should do, and for whom this application is for, and what is its unique selling points. Unique selling points, it might be, is it a subscription model or is it a e-commerce kind of platform? That we can decide. And while talking about this conceptualization, first thing, which is a brainstorming. While talking about the brainstorming, the first part, which is write down your app's main goal. For that, the cooking application which you have created, the main goal is to showcase all the recipes in the web page, so that YouTube subscribers, they don't want to watch those videos again and again to cook themselves. Okay, they can simply log into that application and we see the recipe. Okay, these are the ingredients we want. Okay, then we'll start cooking by see the procedures. That's what the easy idea. Even that application should have that video, but if it is in the text format, that might be very easy to go through and those things, even download PDF, whatever, a lot of things we can do. So likewise, we need to have a main goal. The main goal is to showcase all the recipes we have, so that subscribers can able to subscribe 99 rupees for the whole complete website, which contains all the dishes, and they can see and they can cook. So it is like 99 rupees for per year subscription, or even monthly subscription, if it is worthy than anything. Food app is simple idea, but you just think about whatever the big idea. Even today we are going to work on one thing, because in my Instagram, when I've shared something about a book, okay, for an example, if I've learned about the book called Rich Dad Poor Dad, or Psychology of Money, or Alibaba by the Jack Ma, the biography. So whenever I'm sharing some book details in my Instagram profile, I used to do a highlight in my book, and that screenshot I used to upload. Before, I have not continued it, but before, when I did that, some of my friends used to tell me, you have shared only few takeaway from that book. What if can you share me the more info about it? But in the Instagram, we can put only 10 images. So because of that, I can't share all the key takeaways of mine, because whenever you're talking about the book, each and every person will have a different perspective. Okay, for an example, if I've read Rich Dad Poor Dad, so these are all my learnings. I've learned about the assets and the liabilities. I've learned about this. These are all the key takeaways of that book from mine. But all others will have a different perspective. So that's why we plan to create one application. So as I've already told you, it's a dummy, because you just bring up your own idea. Don't try to execute the same project which I've did. So that's what the problem. So to showcase all my takeaways from the book, so we are creating one application so that my followers from Instagram or other social media, they can log into this page. I have not integrated any payment gateway here. So they can log into my application. They can see what are all the books out there. And even if they really want to add, if they really want to add some book in there, they can add. So that's an amazing idea. So it is going to be a huge repository. So if I'm a book enthusiast or something, book reader or something, when my followers also, they're really loving to read books, they can take a key takeaway from my idea, my app. And if they really want to add a book into it, they can add. That's what the whole idea is. You just come up with your own idea. So here, write down the app's main goal. What is the main goal here? Here we are going to create one digital library. It is not like cluttered digital library. Instead, it is on Sanjay's perspective about a certain book. So book title, book genre, book year, and it is going to have a key takeaways from the book. That's what the main goal is. And it is going to be shared to the subscribers or followers. And identify the problems your app will solve. That's what the thing. So whenever people are really reading a key takeaways in the Google from the certain book, there is a very cluttered information. And also, it's not mean that they are going to get everything. Instead, we are going to create a very focused on my perspective of that certain book. That's what the problem which it is going to solve. And think about your target audience. Who is our target audience? So that book application, the target audience are people who love to read books, or the people who wanted to get the knowledge from the book, but they don't have a patience to read a book. So that they will read my key takeaways and they will determine, okay, this book I wanted to read. So then they will purchase that book, they will read it. Hope you got it. So that is what thinking about the target audience. Okay, so these are the 3 things on the brainstorming, and I think we guys have already did this 3. So we have determined the main app goal, and second thing, we guys have find out the problem which we are going to solve, and third thing, think about the target audience, this book audience, books for the book app. The target audience are the people who are all reading a book, or the people who wanted to read a book, or the people who really felt boring to read a book, but they want to know about all the books what they are telling on that book. And also, if you are talking about the YouTube, I mean the cooking channel, so those people who are all bachelors or even some housemates, so if they really want to cook something, especially from a YouTube channel, so that cooking app has just also been created, and so that you'll be having a like, comments, and which dishes which is having more ratings, so you can have that and you can have that cooking. So that's what the thing. So once the brainstorming has been done, next time is to create a vision statement. Summarize your app's purpose in 1 or 2 sentences. For an example, an app that helps user track their daily task efficiently and boost productivity. This is what we guys have already did before. But now, what is a great vision statement of your of our app? Even that video testimonial app, an app that helps entrepreneurs or companies to collect the video testimonial easily just by with a single link. That's what the clear vision statement or about an app. That's a single line statement, because that is all very, very important whenever you are really publishing it publicly. Okay, so for this, even this book application, an app that helps the book enthusiast to get some key points about a certain book, what it is talking about, with the help of the key takeaway of Sanjay's perspective. So that's what the vision statement of the certain app. So you need to prepare this. This is what the second step. And for third thing, which is a feature list. While talking about a feature list, you wanted to know what are all the features it should have, primary features. Here, task creation, task categorization, deadlines, reminders, and progress stating. This is for normal to-do app. But if it is the application which we are going to create right now, which is like that book app. So on that book app, the people want to log in, the user registration and login we need to have. And then we need to have the book creating a form so that they can able to enter the book name, book author, book year of publishing, and book genre, and the key takeaways, and even book poster, book image. So these are all the forms where you need to get the data from the user so that it is going to be published in it. So that's it will be shown. And also it should display the book's information in it. That's what the features, what are all the features it should have. Even the sign-in page and register page, it is all going to be under this feature list. And then user stories. While talking about user stories, describe how different users will interact with your app. Because as even in this application, here it has a single login and registration. That's okay. But sometimes you might have a registration page differently and login page separately. If you're talking about that cooking app, the admin page where that YouTube channel's admin will enter all those dishes, and user will be logging in and they can able to only see those page. Only they can able to write a comment. Only they can able to react to the certain dishes. Other than that, they can't create the post. They can't create a new dish on that website. So you need to determine how the various user page should be designed. Like it should have admin separately and user separately, and logged in user what they should be able to be seen, and logged out user what they should see. So that kind of user stories you need to have. Okay, this is what the brainstorming, vision statement, and feature list, and here we have user stories. And once it has been done, then it's time to do a second very important analysis called requirement analysis. So determine the functional and non-functional requirement of your web application. As we already know, there are 2 types of requirements. Okay, one is functional and another one is non-functional. So while talking about the functional, define what your app should do. The app should allow user to create, edit, delete, and view tasks. For our book application, what is going to be this example? The app should allow users to create or add the record of the books and their key takeaways. So, that is what the example is. So that is what the functional requirement, what are all the things user can do with the help of on that app. Okay, user can able to create that, create a certain to do, or the user can able to create a new book, or user can able to view it, or even if it is a cooking application, admin should be able to create a new recipe with that ingredients and procedures and cooking time on all the information about that certain dish. So that is what the functional requirement. And non-functional requirement is the app should be loaded within a 3 seconds, or performance or security, because while talking about the non-functional, which is also very important, you just imagine when people are visiting pantechsolutions.net, okay, whenever I typing pantechsolutions.net, it loaded within a second. What if it is taking more than 30 seconds or 20 seconds? Even people won't even wait for 5 seconds. If the website is taking 5 seconds to get loaded, people won't visit your website. That is all very important. So whenever you are creating that application, you should be very cautious on this non-functional requirement, because you just imagine, since because you have 1,000 dishes, you have added all those 1,000 dishes images, you have used a lot of images, definitely it will affect your loading speed of your website. So that's why non-functional requirement is also highly required, so to consider. And third thing, user interaction scenarios, where user are interacting your website. So here user interaction, which is similar to this functional requirement, because user interaction is where the people want to add the record of the books, and the people want to visualize the books which has already been added, and they should be able to read the key takeaways from the key takeaways of the book. So that is how users are interacting with the website, that pop up, everything. That is what the user interaction scenario you need to consider. And use case diagram. So while talking about use case diagram, you can use this kind of tools such as like Lucidchart or Draw. Just simply plan interaction, how it should flow. So how it should flow in the sense, for an example, let me use a paint. Okay, you just try to use a Lucid Draw or Draw or something. So you just consider, whenever you are really having an application, you need to plan how the navigation should be. For an example, if this is the first thing, okay, in this first thing, you are adding what is it? You are adding some certain info, like this is the page where people want to click a login. So if they are a logged in user, then that people now wanted to be navigated into the main page. Okay, main page is like this is what the book main page. Okay, if they have logged in. Okay, if they have not logged in, if it is a scenario where it is giving the warning that user is not found. Okay, so whenever you just think about it, so whenever if it is returning I'm sorry about the drawing, guys, if the user is not found, then you need to navigate that people into the page. This page is called the register page. Okay, so once they have registered account, then once the registration has been completed, then you should again navigate the people into a login page. This is once the registration has been done. Okay, yes. Okay, once the registration has been done, you need to navigate the people into login page. And once they have logged in successfully, then you can navigate the people into main page. Okay, book main page. So this is what the rough drawing, where you need to plan how the user interaction is going to flow from one place to another. That's what the first part on doing requirement analysis. Okay, are you clear? So guys, whenever you are doing the same application, even you can have this mind map. If you are a paid member, I give you this mind map as a Xmind format. So if you are if you really want to use this, what you guys do is please install the Xmind application in your system. Okay, it is showing. So this is the application software which you can able to undo it. So you can open this Xmind file directly and delete this example and replace it with your own example. Okay, I hope you really love this idea, so that you don't want to copy this again and again. So simply you just use this mind map and delete this example and put your own example. Put your user interaction scenario, put your use case diagram, put your non-functional requirement. Even it is a use case diagram, you just copy this complete image and you just go here and you can paste it here. So just do a step-by-step assignments like I've given. And then technology selection. Yes, based on the project which we are developing, you need to choose a technology, of course, because previously we guys have worked on that ChatGPT based web application. So on that web application, we guys have used the Python with the Flask. So that's why we need to determine this as well. So on the front end, are you going to use a React.js, AngularJS, Vue.js, or even a normal, what is it, normal basic things? So basic things like HTML, CSS, or JavaScript, or even embedded JS, or likewise, you need to determine which frameworks or which library you're going to use for building a project. That's what the first thing. And also you need to choose this based on the scenario, like customer support and scale. A Node.js with Express. And then you really wanted to check whether the database is required or not. Even in the database, are you going for the NoSQL type of database or SQL type of database? Because I hope you already remember, we guys have already explored what is the difference between SQL and NoSQL. That's what another consideration you need to do. And then additional tools. While talking about the additional tools, are you guys going to work on the version control? Are you guys going to work as a team, so that you need to incorporate the version control to have the coding changes? And even if you really want to deploy that, so you really need the Docker and Vercel and CI/CD pipeline if you want to deploy it. So if you are really working as a team to build it as a huge project, definitely you really want to incorporate the CI/CD pipeline. Whenever you're working as a team, like one person is working HTML, another person is working as JavaScript, another person is working in CSS. So if it is so, you need to know what are the two other tools you need to work on. And while talking about the technology, you can choose anything. Okay, just an example I've told you. So in our example, we guys have used this embedded JavaScript, which we have already shown. We have already did before. I'll show you. So, and backend, you'll be using this Node.js with Express, and for the database, for the flexibility, we'll be using a MongoDB. And after it has been completed, now it's time to create a wireframes and mockups. Whenever you're going for the advanced level of application creation, you need to be very, very aware about creating a UI for the application. So on that aspect, so first of all, low fidelity wireframes, which is nothing but you will be sketching like this, a rough drawing. So how it should be visualized. So how it should be visualized in the sense, for an example, if it is a book view, okay, if it is really a book view, so how it need to be shown. Okay, if this is the book view, so how it should be shown, it should be shown like, okay, so here it should be showing like the title, so book key points app or something. Okay, it's a very bad name, but you can find out the good name for this application. So key points, favorite app of key points app, book key points app or something. So how you are really going to create, that's what here we will be adding. So for example, the book name, and you'll be adding the book's author, and here you'll be adding the book's year, okay, when it has been published, and then you'll be adding a book genre, okay, and then you'll be adding a book's image, okay, so you'll be adding a book image. Finally, you will be having a submit button, okay, submit button, like add button, add books or something. So once the people are clicking add books, so finally it should show the book's thumbnails like this, okay, book number 1, book number 2, and inside the book 1, so it should have this button to view the key points, and for this book also it is going to show view the key points. And actually in the view, how it should be shown, so here it should have a book image, and it should have the book titles. So book titles, I'm sorry, so it should have book title in this way. Okay, so this is what the book image, and this is what the book title, how it should be shown here, and what are all the paragraph about the book, or any small key points in the sense who is the author and those information or something. Okay, how you are really going to do a visualization of an app, the low fidelity wireframes, or even you can do it with the help of this pen and paper. You just draw by yourself, and you just want to get some simple idea. And second thing, which is like a mockups. So this mockup can be done with the help of Figma or Adobe XD. which is going to be super interesting. I hope you all really ready to just explore the Figma. I don't want to teach a Figma because Figma is very easy to learn. If you really going to try for few minutes, it's going to be very easy because it is completely a drag and drop. Okay, just I will show you how it is going to be looking like. Okay, then you will get a clear idea. You just see all people just log into the Figma. Okay, figma.com. So I'll be giving you this URL. So figma.com. So once I've visited this figma.com, it is going to give you a lot of even templates, a lot of templates which is also out there. You can search it for an example. Look out that food ordering app or something. Okay, whenever I'm typing food ordering app, so you can see it really giving you a lot of Figma templates. Okay, wait a minute, let me open it in the new tab. Okay, you just see here, Figma will give you some an app, how it has been designed. A lot of people used to do this, but here it is really looking like the complete image kind of view. But if you are really checking out something in this way, let me show you. You will get a clear idea what the Figma can able to be really helpful for. So this is going to be helpful for creating the view, how it should be shown. So what this engineer will do is, you can see, this is the view of how that cooking apps really looking like. Even it is really matching with our requirement as well. You can see this is the logo, and you can see all categories, how it should looks like, and how the search boxes should looks like, and how this should like looks like. Can you see that? Okay, you can see how the login page, when people are clicking this, how it should be shown. Okay, can you see that? Is it really amazing? So even you can see that settings as an icon. So every element they have added individually, and they have created the complete look of the web application which we are creating. Even how it should be shown. So even in here, you can see, so it should show the cooking duration, and it should show how much likes and how much comment, and it should show what is the rating they have given and what is the price. But right now we are not going to give the price. So this is all the things which we can able to do it with the help of Figma. Okay, so even you can go here, and you can have this drafts and all projects and those things. You can create your own project. Okay, you can click this plus project, and you can go with this free option, and you can create your own project. But initially is our first thing, so it is going to avail only one to create. So I'm going to click project, and I'm going to create like demo something. Okay, so book or something. So I'm going to click continue. So okay, so and it's asking create a project. So even if you really have an idea, if you want to get some idea from the Figma, so what you can do is, you just see book review Figma template. Okay, you can just simply type those things, and you can open it, and you can see, so if any people have done that. Okay, so that you will be getting an idea from it. Because always try to see the reference, get the reference, guys. Don't try to do everything by yourself. It's also a good practice to have a referencing other companies and how they are really visualizing it. So you just see here, they have given the book image, and the seller start date, and then finish date, and format, and the genre, and how the settings, and plots and characters, what is the each and every individual rating. So it is like fictional. So even if you really want to create a category for that books, so that's also been done. So likewise, you wanted to create a look. Okay, even you just see, so this one is really looking amazing, right? But they have created as like a whole complete image. But you just imagine, for this they might be designed separately, and this biker logo, biker burger icon, and how this view has been designed. So everything you need to design, and how it should looks like, and how you will be navigating. For an example, this is the first page number 1. When people are clicking this arrow, it will be navigate the people into this page where it is showing the categories and search box and all the dishes. And when people are clicking any dish, for example, if they're clicking a chicken burger, so it is going to be open in this page on that size and energy and delivery 45 minutes and add to cart. This is what the view which you need to design, okay, using a Figma. It is a rough draft which you are going to draw. This icon and all you need to create. Okay, so even if you have got this, you can see create. So fig Jamboard or design file. So likewise, it is going to show you a different option. So if you are clicking fig Jamboard, so look at that, everything which is going to be given for you. Okay, how you are really going to do it, which is sticky notes, and this is a shape. So whenever you're talking about the shape, so how you are really designing it. So that is all makes sense. Okay, is it amazing? Even you can add like this. So you can just simply play with this, guys. Okay, how much border you are really adding? Is it like a dotted border, or what is the color? So everything we can tune in this way. Okay, so this is how you need to create it. So so it is like completely a drag and drop. If you really wanted to create any application, this is going to be completely a drag and drop. Even right now I'm adding a design file. So if it is a design file, how it should looks like. Okay, for an example, here first of all it is going to have all the design tools, and here it is going to have shapes. So if you are really selecting a frame, so this is what the frame it should be. Okay, inside this frame, how we are really going to showcase our looks and those things. So this is the frame. So in this frame, what are the shapes which you wanted to add, you can just bring up one by one. Even first of all, bring up the title. So how the title need to be displayed. Okay, so here the title which is gonna be book, or else just give me Sanjay's. Okay, so Sanjay's reads. Okay, Sanjay reads or something. Okay, so whatever the alignment which you really wanted to do, you can just do here in this way, and constraints how it should be aligned, and strokes and everything which is going to be here. So Sanjay reads, and what is the design part is all about. So even in this font, it is asking what the font it should add, and if you really want to make it to be bolder, so you can just make it as bolder, and font size, let it make it bigger. Okay, so likewise, how you're really going to visualize your app, so that is all can be designed in this frame. So in this frame, whenever you are really adding it, and also there is another benefit. So what is the benefit is there are some sources which is available where you can able to convert your Figma into your normal HTML and CSS. If you really want to check it out, you can check that out. Like you can go and search Figma to HTML or something. So there are some ways where builder.io, Figma to HTML, and Anima app. Okay, Anima app, how to export a Figma design to HTML. Even I've tried this. This is okay. So go and check that out. Okay, Anima app. Okay, Figma to HTML. So for an example, if this is the Figma app which you have created, you can convert that as a code. Okay, that will be really amazing, right? So that is how you can go and check this out. So how to convert your Figma design into a HTML code, so that you don't want to write the code again by yourself or by the other developers. So that is the work, or that is the job we need to do. So here they have created for the food app. So you can see each and every element. This is CP logo, and this is what which they have created to Cookpal. They have added, and this is all category. You can see each and every element whenever you are really hovering it. You can see all the element which they have brought it here to create an application. So if you have this file, you can use this tool such as like this Anima app to convert this type of Figma design into a HTML code and CSS code. So if you wanted to try, just go and check this out. So that is what the high fidelity markups. And once it has been done, then it's time to simulate a user interaction. So as I've already told you, even in this, people created this view. So first you need to complete this view and save it separately, and create this view and create this view. And then you will be linking one to another. So when people are clicking this arrow, it should show this window where it's showing the locations and all the categories like burger, pizza, and all the dishes which is available. And when people are clicking that certain dish, it should show the detailed page of the dish. So it is really looking amazing, but it is a mobile app, so you need to design it based on for web application or even a mobile app, and later we can work it on the responsiveness of the website which you are creating. But now initially you need to work on how the navigation also should be. When people are clicking this button, it should show them. When people are clicking a certain dish, it should show this different various screenshot of the dish. So those things and all need to be worked on the Figma. And user feedback, okay, share your prototype with the potential users and get a feedback, of course. So once you have created this prototype in a Figma, you will have all the feedbacks, okay, whenever it has been shared to your friends, whenever they are really navigating from one page to another in the Figma, they will know this is the problem, Sanjay, this is the problem, that is the problem, that's the problem. So this is where I'm feeling difficult to find out the button. This is the where I'm really don't know where you have given that certain part of the category or genre. Everything will be designed in this complete workflow. So it is like a real application, but it is not in a coding aspects, it is on the Figma aspects. The application is ready. Okay, so whenever people are visiting this page, it is going to be show them like this. And here when people are really clicking this, so it is going to navigate the people into second page, and then it is going to navigate the people into the third page. So that is how the complete work which is going to be. Okay, on that aspects, what we'll be doing is we will be doing those things in this Figma, so that you will be getting a complete perspective how the application is working and how the people will be navigated from one place to another. Then we'll be moving on to create a real app. Okay, hope you have got the clear idea. So that is what we are going to do. So create a wireframe for the task management tool dashboard, showing the task list and task button and filter for viewing the task. That's what I talked about. Even there is this option, sort or filter option, or the categories, how it should be shown. So everything we need to design it in the Figma, and then we'll be moving that into our real application. So as a developer, okay, so as a Sanjay reads or something, you need to create that frame separately, and we need to add those elements one by one to change the background color and even work thing. But definitely I'll try to arrange a separate session for the Figma in a detailed Figma page. But it is very easy to learn, okay, because there are a lot of easy tutorial. It is all completely a drag and drop. So if this is a one frame, this is the one frame which we are creating right now. So this is the page where it should have other functions, like how it should be shown. So what you can do is you can get an idea from this. So you will be creating all the each and every individual elements. Even you can get an idea from like this. If this is the page where it is having this view, how it has been framed, and even if you are really talking about this, how this search box is being framed. Okay, this is a simple rectangle. So to do a search, they have simply dropped one rectangle. Just they have gone here, and they have picked up some rectangle for the login view. So whenever you are really doing this, so this is the login page. If it is a login page, so all the borders, okay, for an example, in the right hand side, it is having some rounded borders or something. So let me add 10. Okay, once I've added the 10, so you can see the corners which has been rounded borders. So whenever you're clicking that element, every part of these part which is going to be shown for you on the right hand side. So this is how the first button which is going to be shown for them. And in here you can see the prototype, how it should be navigated, how the interaction is going to be happened for this part. So you can have this part, and what is the fill color. So while talking about the fill color, initially you can select that certain frame, and in that frame how that color should be. Okay, for an example, if the fill color which is gonna be in the certain theme of this one or something. Okay, so based on the need, okay, based on how you are really going to design it. So initially, okay, let us just see this. Okay, they have made everything as completely on white. So or else we'll make this as a white. And for this kind of categories and input boxes, you can have something like okay, fill color is there. Okay, styles and variables. Even if you are really talking about the styles, how you really want to modify the styles, how the default view or bar borders or button disabled background or buttons visual fill, you can look out that there are all the type of features which is gonna be available here. And even in the strokes or effects, so drop shadow, exports, everything, every type of features, every type of options which is gonna be available here. So now if I'm adding another part, so it is going to show you the color. So if you want to add the stroke onto it, fill color into it, you can just add it. And if you really want to disable the style or something, you can disable it if you really want it. And yeah, that's how. So that's how we'll be working on this part. So likewise, you just want to design one by one. So this is the login. So you just get the username in from the people. So that is how he'll be entering those information like user name and the same component which is going to be repeated again for the other purpose, which is for an email. And after that you need to have a sign in button or register button. So that is how you need to design it in the Figma with the help of this in this view. So every part, okay, you need to work a lot. So we'll be having a separate session on it. I'll try to conduct some separate session on Saturday, and I'll attach that video into it. So this is how you need to design the Figma, and we'll be completing this, designing the wireframes and mockups. And once it has been done, if you have got a clear idea, what is our goal of the application, what is the problem we are solving from it, and what is the how the navigation which is going to be travel from one part to another. So once it got determined everything, then now it's time to design that application. So while talking about the conceptualization, so book review platform, so a web application where user can add the books to libraries, write a review for the book, and read a review for the book from other users. So now I haven't added the reviews part into it, but you can just incorporate it. Okay, so now I would like to show you a simple demo on it so that you will get some idea on it. Okay, so let me open it in the VS. Okay, just see here also I've created the same way, okay, which I've already talked about. So new terminal, and let me change the database since it is our first time. Book review demo app. Okay, so once it has been done, now it's time to enable the MongoDB even CMD. Okay, MongoDB has been enabled, and if you want to see that data, you can just see there in the MongoDB compass if you want it. And other than that, here I can run the application node space app.js. So let me enable it. Okay, server is running and compute has been connected. I mean, the database has been connected, and localhost 3000. Ta-da! So now you might have already found out something. This is the same thing which we guys have created before. I just reused it. That's it, based on the need, because here we have already created in the 16th day, we have created the complete to-do app by using the same technique, like this EJS codes, embedded JavaScript codes. With the help of that, we guys have embedded the JavaScript and HTML in the same code. I hope you all remember that code, how it really looks like. Same thing we guys have incorporated. So whenever there is a inside the JavaScript, whenever there is this HTML which is getting included, so this is the HTML part, and here where the JavaScript some part which it got included, and HTML part, everything got just completely combined, and we guys have created in a project in a simple way. So same thing. Okay, whenever you're talking about the user, I'm going to give Sanjay, and password is 123. And whenever I'm clicking login, of course, it is invalid credentials. So I'm going to click for register page. I'm going to give the name Sanjay and password is 123. And I'm clicking register. Yeah, registration has been done. Even if you want to do a pop-up, these are all the page which I've already did, which we guys have already did before. So Sanjay 123. I'm going to click login. Ta-da! This is what the look. Okay, this is what the look of page which we are going to design. So book name, author, select year, and etc., which is showing. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take any book. Okay, what latest what else, what kind of book we can consider? Let us consider Rich Dad Poor Dad. Okay, guys, those people who really wanted to be good at finance, please go and read this book. This book is amazing. So please go and read it. Okay, this book will give you a lot of knowledge and idea on ideas on how to manage a money. Okay, so and even what is the difference between asset and liability, every that kind of information which is going to be clearly given in this book. So please go and read this book. Okay, so which is the first book which I'm adding is like Rich Dad Poor Dad. Okay, so I've just saved this Rich Dad Poor Dad image in my directory, which has been written by Robert Kiyosaki. And let us see the other information when it has been started. Okay, which is in 1997. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, so this is my application page. I'm going to give the title Rich Dad Poor Dad. So that's what I've given. And author is Robert Kiyosaki. And select a year. What's the year? Which is 1997. So here you can see, guys, while I'm showing you an output, this features, what are all the features it has, try to observe, because the registration page and sign-in page which is same, because we have already did in the To-Do app which we have created. But additionally, we have created another page, that page, because even in the code, all other parts are same styles.css in the public folder, same user.js inside the model folder, same login.ejs and register.eajs in the views folder, and auth.js which is in the roads folder, which is all same. But additionally, some files like book.js is new, and books.js is new, because this is where the routing which is going to be handled, and index.egs which is responsible for this page, which is also new, and styles.css we guys have modified additionally for this view. So that is what this that is how it has been designed, because in this first field, which is to get the name, and second it is going to be get the author name, and this is the year of the publishing. And in that year of publishing, here we guys have dropped the year from 1900 to 2024. Even if you want to change it, you can change it. And genre, so while talking about the genre, it is like, let us consider, okay, what is that? We don't even have in that category. Okay, so we'll add that category like self-help book or something. Okay, wait a minute. What we can do is, you can go for this EJS, and let me add, okay, which is what is that, which is like self-help. Okay, self-help or finance, okay, whatever, but here we are really adding a self-help. Or personal self-help or whatever. Okay, so let us add it, and let me rerun it again. Okay, which is, okay, wait a minute, let me check the genre. Yes, it is there. Rich Dad Poor Dad, and author which is Robert Kiyosaki, and select a year which is on 1997. Okay, and genre which is going to be self-help, and key takeaways. Okay, what is the key takeaways? Okay, let me add by myself, because it's my key takeaway on from that book. Okay, let me add some emoji so that it might be good. Okay, let me add pin. So if you want to get this emoji part, you will, I think, most of the people know Windows plus period, so you'll get this icon view. So pin, I'm going to add the first key takeaway is this is about the this actually, it is all about what the rich dad they are telling to their kids, which is not been so told by the poor dads. So that's what the theme is. Okay, while talking about it, it will give you the importance of understanding about the money. Okay, understanding about the money. Okay, so getting aware about money, or aware or understanding about the money. And then it is gonna give you a very clear idea about and even it is not a it is not a profess, it is not a table of content, it is a key takeaways. Okay, where before we spending money on something, okay, we should be aware whether it is in asset column, asset, or liability column. Okay, so that's what the very important thing, because always people used to think whenever we are purchasing the car, it is an asset, but it is actually a liability. So what is the difference is, whenever it is taking up the money from your pocket, it is a liability. So that's what it has been clearly discussed in this book, guys. Everyone must read. And then they used to talk about the the gap. So what is the gap is amount after required money, or amount, okay, actually salary minus amount, or unavoidable spend, okay, amount expenses, let us consider like expenses, is equals to gap. Okay, so is equals to gap. And always try to increase the gap by increasing the source of income, so that source of income and decrease the expenses, so that your gap will be increased. So it's time to invest all the money left in gap. Okay, so invest all the money which is left in gap. So in the gap, how much money you have got as a remaining, so everything should be invested, and it should be multiplied. Okay, that's amazing, right? That's a great idea. And even what I say, for an example, if you wanted to spend your money on some liability, okay, it should not be from, actually we are teaching a book, I think, so I'm really sorry about it, but yeah, we are really adding it. It should not be from primary sources. Good. You see, so here we have got attitude is everything. So we are adding the book info, and it is by Jeff Keller. Sorry, I forgot. Okay, Jeff Keller, and which has been published in the year of 1999. Okay, so this is how it's need to be added, 1999, and journal, which is gonna be self-help, and this is what the key takeaways, attitude, than anything. Okay, so whenever you are really giving this in this way, so I'm going to add this image, I'm going to add a book. Ta-da! It is really looking amazing, right? And when people are clicking this, ta-da! It is just shown as a pop-up. Instead of navigating the people again and again with the other pages, it is showing us like a pop-up. Do you really love this app, guys? How many people really love this app? If you really love this app, you just post, I love this Sanjay in your live chat. Okay, is there any other important book you should read, which is The Secret? Of course, The Secret. I think a lot of people have read this book. So save image. Okay, just to show it very well, I'm really doing this kind of activity. Okay, The Secret. And author is Rhonda Byron. Okay, and it has been published in the year of 2006. Genre, which is a self-help, and what is it? Law of attraction. Okay, I'm just adding it and choose book image. I'm just to choose this image and add a book. Okay, so this is how the third book which has been added. So likewise, try to add features into it. Try to come up with this view. And here, no book found. Some bug is there. We can easily delete this. No problem with this. So this is how the view is really looking like. Okay, this is how you need to create or provide a certain solution for it. And if you are really clearly noticed, you need to know what are all the things or what are all the features, what are all the things we need to add it. So for an example, the first thing we guys have got a general idea, the web application where user can able to create a books, add a books. And even if anyone is adding, rich dad, poor dad, you can add another feature like book already exists. If the people are really adding the same book again, so it is going to automatically show you book already exists. So it won't allow the another book. Or even you can add the comment feature here. And even another biggest idea, you can just give one Amazon affiliate link. Okay, Amazon affiliate, I hope you might have heard, so that you can earn another source of income. You just subscribe as an affiliator in an Amazon website and go to, the secret book, Amazon.in or something. Okay, what you just do is you just go to this and you just get the Amazon, recommendation. The affiliate link, not this link, affiliate link I'm talking about. Take the affiliate link and give the button like buy now button. In that buy now button, just give the affiliate link. So it will create another source of income. Do you really love this idea? So that's why I hope you really clearly understood. Nowadays, coding stuffs, whenever you are really going through the syntax, it can be easily done. But this type of knowledge, which you can able to get it from this type of sessions, okay? So where you can create that things by incorporating this type of feature into it. So it's going to be really helpful. So whenever people are clicking buy now button from your website, so you will be getting another source of income. And while talking about the requirement analysis, on the functional requirement, you need a user authentication system, sign up and login. I hope you have already did that. You have already did that in our 16th day, I think so, like in a to-do app. So here we have user.js. We guys have uploaded with the help of Mongoose, and we guys have did the same login page design where that username and the password which it should be asked, and register page. So that has also been created in this embedded JavaScript. So instead of creating another JavaScript, so here we guys have incorporated everything in a single EJS file. The same container, same thing. Okay, you can just go through it. It's going to be very simple, like username, DOM of your registered username, registered password, registration error. If there is any error, that is also needed to be displayed, like book already exists or user already exists or something. So that is all need to be displayed. The same page which we guys have already did before. And book management is like this one: adding a book name, author, select year, genre, key takeaways. And book listenings, display a list of all books. This is what this view is. This view where all the list of books which it got displayed. And book detail page. Detail page here we are not creating a complete detail page. Instead, we have created as a pop-up where it is going to show you the key takeaways. Because in my Instagram, I did this. I've added that books important point screenshot whenever I highlighted with a highlighter. People used to ask if you are giving us all the takeaways which you have got from the book, that might be good. So whenever I'm hearing that, that's why you really want to buy the book. But if the people are really needed, you can add like this so that people will get a very quick idea about that certain book. In my perspective, I'm sorry. Yeah. So that is how we have designed this idea. And while talking about non-functional requirement, responsive design. So while talking about the responsive design, so this is how the general looking like. And when people are seeing it from their mobile phones, so how it should be shown. Look at that. It is somewhat okay, right? So it is really showing, but here you can, since because this no books found, it is really showing like that. Other than that, it will be showing like this. So secret and view takeaway, when people are clicking this view takeaway, wow, it's good. So that's what the responsiveness. So how it should be displayed even though people are visiting in a different mobile phone. And fast performance. Is it faster? Yes, because we haven't added that much kind of lot of features, lot of functions and those things. When I refreshed, wow, it's really looking amazing, right? Do you really love this, guys? Rich Dad Poor Dad, key takeaways, and attitude is everything, the key takeaways, and the secret, and even that secret which title, which is also coming in the pop-up. And it is also not multiple pages, so it will take more time to load whenever people are clicking the button. We guys have created in a very simplest way. So same thing, if you are adding another feature called categories, you can add the category feature. You can add a search feature. So this can be improvised a lot further. So like you can add a search feature. So whenever people are typing attitude is everything, it is automatically just going to show this certain book to them. Or even you can add the genre as a category, like the Figma app, which I've shown you. They have added some categories like this, right? It's a burger, pizza, sandwich. So same as like here, you can add the other genres like self-help, fiction, non-fiction, and etc. So likewise, you can add it. And yeah, this is how we can able to improvise it. So that is what the user-friendly interface and user interaction. So it should be able to people to log in their account and adding the certain books into it, and they should not delete it. So deleting that certain thing which should be done only by the admin. So you can either do it from this you can do it from this database itself. In the database here we have the book review demo app. So here we have books. So in the books we have books such as like Rich Dad Poor Dad. You can see all the content which is present in the database. Okay, it's amazing, right? And if you want to delete it, just delete it, go there, delete it. That's it. That is not going to be shown in the website. Okay, and even though in the to-do app which we have created before, it has been like when people are clicking login, the respective to-do which they have created, which is going to be shown for them. But here, this tool, it should not work on that way. It should work even though people are really going from another window or another page or something. It should work for them. For an example, whenever I'm really re-executing it again, localhost : 3000. Okay, when people are it is logging into the same thing. Okay, we can log it out, and we can, whenever you are really logging as a different user also, it will be showing all the books which is available, which has been created by me. So for my problem statement for my Instagram, I am really planning to create this in a bigger way. So you just find out your own business, any problem which is present in our around you, and you can create it. So out of it, the login page and register page, the code is same, the explanation which we have already did before. But even you can work in yourself because it's going to be very, very easy. And even I'm planning to conduct a separate session or separate bundle on HTML separately, CSS course, HTML course, JavaScript course. So likewise, I'm planning to create something bigger. So be connected with me in this membership which you have chosen. We are going in this way. Through the project based. So we are really building some projects. So whenever you are really struggling with a certain syntax, go and learn it. Okay, go and read it. So because even though we have covered some ports, but if you are really don't know what is meant by stringify, just try to type json.stringify, what it will do. So it will be helpful for completely converting your password and username as a string and to passed into a body. So sending a username and password as in a JSON format. So that's what it's all about. That's what it will do. So because it need to be sent to the database, right? That's what it's all about. But other than that, whenever you're talking about the book.js, what are all the fields it has? The field it has is a name, the name. And author is also going to be string. And select year, which is also going to be number. And required, it is a true. It is a mandatory field. You can't skip that. And comments, so it is also going to be time string. So comments is nothing but your key takeaways, guys. And image, that is what here we have an image. So image, why it has been stringers, because once it has been chosen, it is going to be shown that URL, those things. So that's what the string. And once it has been done, this is what the book.js is. Book.js, where we guys have created one book schema. So based on that schema only, we can able to see that information in our database. Okay, the image, upload URL, and ID, name, author, year, everything which is going to be here. So that is what the book schema which we have created. Whereas books.js, which is going to be responsible for the routing, because when people are clicking certain options, like when people are clicking add book, or when people are doing view takeaways, how it should be shown. So that is all, even that looks, this look, how it should be shown. So everything which has been designed with the help of this books.js, index.js. But this books.js, which is going to be helpful for doing a navigation. For an example, the routing and those things. For an example, you just see all this parts which has been imported. I hope you have already explored this multer and all, which is for file handling. Why it has been required for file handling? Ta-da, here. The choose book image, because book image is a book image. We are uploading an image into it. That's what the file is. Okay. So it is not a text or it is not a number kind of thing. So it's a file. So that is also needed to be added. So that's why we have configuring a storage for multer to have to handle a file upload. So public/uploads, you can see in the inside the publics folder, it has upload folder. So whatever the image which you are uploading, everything which is going to be added into the folder. So that is what the URL which it got appended to the database. Okay, if you are really going in and checking out in the database, you can see /uploads, that image folders and those things. And constant storage. So the destination is the function which is going to have this public/uploads. That's what the first thing. And whenever you're talking about it, it is going to have this function name, because whenever that certain image it got added, the file original name, because it should be shown for you as well. Whenever you are really adding a file into this image, if you are really adding like this. Okay, so yeah, this is how it should be shown for you. So it is going to get that, first of all, it is going to get that destination, what is the URL of it, and this is what the file name of it. So what is the file name? So how it is going to be framed, the directory/file name, directory which is public/uploads/file name, this .jpg. So that is how it is going to be formed. And a constant upload is equals to a multer. We are really initializing the multer so that the image which is going to be uploaded through that way. So router.post/upload.single image. So whenever people are clicking this choose book image or something, so how that is going to be uploaded. Okay, first of all, it will make sure whether the comments and all the information which is there for that image or not. And once it got make sure, so first of all, we have initializing the name, author, year, journal, comments, and everything, because because everything which is going to be added inside the body before even adding a book. Because if you are really adding a book, look out that, please fill out the fields. So first of all, we need to have these informations, and image is equals to request.file, which is nothing but it's just going to get from the upload / the request file name which it got, because whatever the image file which we have it in our local directory, I have it in the download folder. So that is needed to be taken. And now it is parsing one book variable which is going to have name, author, year, journal, comments, image. So all the 6 parameter which is going to be getting passed, and that is going to be passed into this this status, where it is going to be updated in our database as well. Okay, and if it is can't able to create a book, it will be showing you a status like 400 and error creating a book. So if there is any problem, like if it is not exist or if it is exist, so that is all going to be matched. Okay, if it is not there, then it is going to give you an error or something. Okay, so and router.post check. So here, what is that check here means? So while talking about the check, it is going to find out whether that book is already available or not. So if you are adding attitude, okay, whenever you are really attitude is everything or something, it is going to show up you the warning, right? This book already exists. That's what this check feature will do. Okay, inside in a normal router, we guys are passed the check. So only if that check is also getting passed, that data which is going to be updated further, or which is even is going to allow you further for uploading the data. Okay, and also here we guys have added another router, because whenever you are adding a new book, it should assign a unique ID for it. Because even in the database, you can see for one each and every book, it has some different ID, which is 431, this is 442, and this is 415. So the ID which is going to be considered. request.params.id. So that ID is also going to be considered. So for those, this routing which has been added inside this books .js. Okay, so a slash uploads image, and one is for slash check for checking out the availability of the book, is it present in the database or not, and assigning the ID for it. So likewise, it has been added inside this books.js. And while talking about the index.js, as we have already discussed, it is not a only HTML file. It is incorporating with the HTML with the JavaScript file. So that's why if you are really clearly on this doc type of HTML lang is equals to English basic things. You already know this. And after this, here we have created a form. So that, for that form, here we have given a name called add book form. And it is going to have a multi-part form data, because it's not only have a standard form of data, it is going to have images in it and those information which you are going to add. So first is for the name, take the book name. And second is, it is going to pass the book exist warning, because if there is a book already exist, for an example, if you are adding a same rich dad poor dad book, it should show you the warning like book already exists. For this as well, you need to add one span. Span is like, it is going to add another part into it. So it is going to show you book already exists. That's what that part has also been added in a red color. So that's what it has been shown. And then again, we really need it for author, and we really need it for year. So in the year, it should not be like entry format. It should be like a drop down format. So that's why we guys have used a select tag. Inside the select tag, we guys have given the options for this. Okay, in the options here, there is a two parts. You just see in a select year, as a default, it should choose select year. Okay, not a specific year. So that's why value is empty disabled selected. So select year, that is what the select year is going to be defaultly selected at the initial. But whenever you are hovering through year, the color is also getting changed into blue. But when it is a default, it is in a gray color with that select year feature, select year option. So option value is disabled selected is a select year. And other than that, we guys have created a for loop. Okay, I hope you already know for loop, what it will do. It will iterate and it will give you the complete list of data. For example, new space date dot get full year semicolon year is greater than 1900. So here we have given 1900. That's why in the year which it starts from 1900. So if you are giving 1800, it is going to be start from 1800 and it is going to be keep on decrementing one by one. So 1900 and so it is, start date to the 1900. So 2004 minus 1 2023, 2024 minus 1 2023 minus 1 2024. So likewise, it is going to be keep on iterating and it is going to keep on appending to form as a list like this. Okay, I hope you have learned something new on the HTML today. And after that, same as like this, here we have created a genre. In the genre, here we have created another list. Same, okay, so same default option is a select genre. And after that, it given all the list like fiction, non-fiction, science fiction, fantasy, biography, all the list we have added as a list here, option, because it is not a number, it is a string. So that's why I've added as a list. And after that, this is the comment. So this comment, as we guys have already discussed about the text area, which is going to give you the long paragraph kind of view, so where you can add long form of content into it. And the label, so we guys have added that input form and spam. So, and here we guys have added the button for the file upload, image upload button, choose book image. So no choice file, no file chosen. And add book is the button, which is this one. Okay, add book button, and this is for choosing an image, choosing a book image. And then this form has been closed. But now it's time to create a container to show all the books in the same page. If you wanted to create as a dual page, create it. Okay, put up a navigation menu and add one button called add books. So whenever people are clicking add books, you just want to navigate the people to another page. When the people are in this page where they can able to see only the books and with a search bar, that's up to you. Okay, how you are really creating this UI. This is not like this is the correct way to create. No, it is all their looks and their perspectives. So here I've shown you the container which we have created. In the containers, it is going to be keep on reading whether the book is there or not. Okay, if the book is not there, it will show the message like no books found as an initial. It will check for the database or something. So div class book thumbnail. So book ID, based on the book ID, it is going to be reading one by one book. by with this book image. First part is book image. So it is going to create an individual container. Inside that, it is going to put a book image first, and then book name a second, and even in the book name is second, and then it is going to have an author. In the author font is thicker, I mean bold, and this is normal. So it has been given inside the strong tag, but this is H3. That's why it is looking bold. But this is a paragraph. Since it is a paragraph, we need to give the bold option. So that's why we have given us a strong. And the remaining part, book author, it is going to be printed with the help of this percentage is equals to book.author. And the strong here also got printed. And journal is also got printed. And button class is equals to view hyphen takeaways button. So when people are clicking view takeaways button, it is really wanted to open up a certain pop-up. So that's why we have given as a class. So it is going to be called, so that pop-up which is going to be appeared. So whenever you are really seeing that, so this part has been completed, but whenever you are really seeing the pop-up content, it is going to have this close button. Actually, first of all, it should have a title. So the title, which is, first of all, the close is there, the close which is present here. And other than that, pop-up title, so ID pop-up title, we have given just a heading to pop-up title, because the pop-up title which is need to become here. And then pop-up takeaways, that is what the content which we have already entered as an input, that's what is needed to be appeared. And also it should give you the logout button. So logout button, which is going to be here. Okay, that is what we guys have given it. Okay, this is going to be inside this a div which we have created, another individual div for pop-up. And apart from that, here we have also given the logout option. And other than that, now it's time to add a script for it, because now we are roughly told when people are clicking add book is getting added. When people are clicking view takeaways, one pop-up is getting open. And this is what we have roughly told. But now it's time to add a script for it. So script is going to be same as we guys have already discussed. With the help of async function, when people are clicking add book, first of all, it should fetch out those books information, like method is going to be post method. Even you can test this with the help of the postman. Okay, postman application which we have already used on. So if the response is okay, if the connection is good, for an example, then it is going to take up the first book container element ID, because you need to know where it is going to upload the books and those things. So create element ID, and it is going to create a class name, so book certain thumbnail, and new books ID, because whenever we are adding a one by one book, it is going to assign a certain ID, right? So that book certain ID, and new book dot inner HTML. Inside the inner HTML, how it should be shown. So here it is being shown for you by retrieving the data from the database. So there is a two part. So why I'm really doing the same thing again here is because you might ask, when we have already did the same, there's a two things. One is when people are logged in, it should show all the books which has been already present in the database. That's the point number one. And point number two, when people are clicking add book, how the book is need to be displayed. So two condition is there, right? So this is where when people are adding the books and those things, how it is going to be shown. So same image source and has 3 and p tag, strong, author, and year, journal, and those things, and books containers append child, because it is going to be keep on appending as multiple books. And once book got added, it should clear all those fields. Okay, whenever one book is got added, all the fields need to be cleared like this. So it should be even empty. Even this also should be erased, and it should be chosen like completely empty. That's what we have did here. And add book form, like, because as we have already discussed, whenever you are really using this prevent default, you should not refresh the page again and again. So that's what the main functionality of the SPA, single page application. So prevent default. And here, while talking about the book name, okay, document of get element ID, book name, add event listener input. So here, with the help of this, here we are going to show the warning, right? So why or when it should show the warning. Before, we guys have designed simply in HTML, we guys have created the space where that certain message need to be printed. But when, how it can able to be identify that bug existing or something. So that's why we have created this warning. If the result is exist, then it is going to display as like a normal block. Else it is going to be none. And catch error if there is any book name, if it can't able to find out, or something checking out a certain book name, if it not exist or something, so it is going to show some error messages. And yeah, book exists warning, it is also going to be displayed in the else condition. And after that, here while talking about the book image, so this is a place where that certain element which is going to be added. So whenever I'm clicking on choose book image, so file name, this files of 0, this file 0.name, no choice, no file chosen, which means that it is going to take the file name. So that file name, which is very, very important, once it got loaded in here, in this place, in the thumbnail view, it should need to be keep on reading all those image file names, and it should be displayed. So that's what this book image part is all about. And books container, how it should be displayed, and how that pop-up titles and those things need to be there. So when people are clicking this view takeaways, so how that takeaway, so I mean that the title, what the title which need to be given is text, I mean pop-up title. So the title, pop-up title, which is going to be given. And for here, it is a pop-up takeaway. That is what the ID of the information which is going to be displayed below. And here, if you are talking about the pop-up close, that is what this X mark, whenever I'm closing it, this part which is going to be closed, that's what the pop-up dot X marks. So here we guys have made just a display as a none. That's why it is going to be closed. And here window.add even listener. So add even listener in the sense because it is just a pop-up. Okay, so it should not also should be displayed in the same page. So it is going to be checking out the pop-up feature. The page should not be refreshed again. So whenever you are clicking a pop-up, these are the things, same thing we guys have did it in our personal website. In the personal website day 6 or 7, we have did the same. This is what we guys have did. Okay, and also when people are clicking lockdown, so this is how it should be shown. Okay, is it clear? And even this forward arrow which it got disabled, the same thing we guys have did here. And CSS, I hope you already know. So whenever if you really wanted to add something for a certain username and passwords, and for the buttons, and for that we guys have added some different CSS to display it well. Okay, CSS is all subjective, designing is subjective, you can just change based on the need. Okay, so guys, I hope you guys have got a clear idea on it. So again, I'm telling you, our main motive is not to just want to create the same book application by yourself. No, instead you should know how to create or how to provide a solution for it. Okay, bring up or come up with the idea and do the task. And while doing a task, whatever the problem you are facing, please raise it in the community. Okay, in the community itself, in the below comment section, you just tell me this is my idea, and while I'm doing this feature, this is the error which I'm getting. But don't depend on me, try to build yourself, because that's what the real quality of developers. But other than that, if you are facing any idea, if you are facing any problem on building an application to bring it to the real world, so you just try to take a screenshot of the error which you are getting, and what is the feature which you are trying to add, you just put it in the comment section, and we will be helping you to solve that problem so that your application will be ready. Because once the application has been ready, and the next upcoming days, we are going to bring it to be public. Okay, it will be good, right? You just imagine. This is the tool which if you are created means we are going to add all those headers and footers if you wanted. And other than that, even we can incorporate the Google ads or something, or even we'll be making, now it is in a local host. So how to bring up that into a real website. So everything we are really going to explore on the upcoming days. So please do even take one day of time to do a research on to find out the real problem statement. Once you have found out the problem statement, take this mind map. Okay, I will give you this mind map as a xmind file. So take this mind map and delete all the examples which I have given. So replace it with your own problem statements responses. So just add it and build step by step. You can choose any framework, React, Angular, Vue, anything. But I think initially React and Vue.js, which is going to be very easy to create. So you can just use, or even this EJS kind of methodology also you can use. So try to create whatever the problem you are facing, we are ready to help you. Okay. So I'm going to push you to create your own application without anyone's help. So on this process, you need to learn. For an example, even if you're talking about this application view, once I've logged in, okay, this is all same. You guys already know this. But this one, there is a lot of things you need to check. Just imagine. Just think for a few minutes. It is a form. And below that, it is going to have a section where it should show the basic details about the books. And book name, author, select year, which should be a drop down, and select journal is a drop down. So you need to know how to do a pop-up in the React.js if you are using a React. And you need to know how to incorporate these text boxes into it. And you need to know how to upload the image. If you want to upload the image, what is the thing we really need? We need as a multler. So if you need a multler, how to you need to install it, how to bring it to the code. And whenever I'm clicking add book, how those information needed to be added into the database. So where we need to write that code. So that is also you need to think. And once you have thought that, and when people are logged in, it should read all the books which is available already in the database. It should be displayed in this view. So that is also you need to think how to acquire the data from the database whenever people are reaching this position or this page, and how it should be displayed. It is also needed to be designed by yourself. So how you need to incorporate that. And when people are clicking view takeaways, how the pop-up should be displayed. So is the pop-up size is this, or is the pop-up size should be dynamic based on the content? Everything we need to design, and each and every part there is a small minute research and work. But whenever you are completed one project by yourself with my guidance, with our guidance, you will have a more knowledge on it. Instead of just doing the same thing which I've did, there is no use of it. So try to take this as an idea, but try to solve one real problem. Okay. So I hope you really got this. So I will schedule as a task, guys. Please go and do it. And the upcoming any Saturday event, I plan to add a Figma as one complete day. One complete day in the sense, or 90-minute session or 3-hour session. I'll try to add the Figma, and I'll try to teach you how to convert the Figma into HTML. But now don't depend on the Figma to HTML conversion. Try to create your own application with the help of any frameworks or libraries, React, Angular, or Vue.js, or even in this way like EA.js, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, kind of by using any methodology. But our motive is to create end-to-end application which need to solve a certain problem. That's what the main theme of the session is. And I hope you really got it, and I hope you really enjoyed it. So I really know this session is really a little bit longer. I'm really sorry about it. But other than that, I hope you have got your point. So thank you, guys. Thank you so much once again for engaging through the series up to this level. So whatever the problem you're facing, we are ready to help you. So that is there. Okay, please utilize it. Whatever the problem you are facing, please write it in the comment section with a error screenshot. Don't just put, Sanjay, I faced this error, this is the error. No, don't push that. Instead, try to tell me what framework you are using, and while doing what feature you are getting this error, and that error screenshot. Okay, so try to add that. Okay, always try to collaborate with everyone, and even if anyone is asking your code, just try to share. Okay, there is no any bad about it. Okay, so that you will get a lot of idea. There will be a lot of exposures, and if you really aware about this, if any one of your friend is asking about, any one of your member who is asking a certain doubt, try to help them, try to do a research on it and help them to solve that problem. Okay, that is going to be really good. That is a very better learning methodology. Okay, other than that, I hope you enjoyed. So thank you. It's me, Sanjay, signing off. Until then, bye. We'll see you on the next session.